A few years ago, a project took me to the other side of the world, to Kyrgyzstan in Central Asia. While I was there, I became fascinated with the cemetery architecture in this sparsely populated, mountainous country. A Kyrgyz cemetery, seen from a distance, is astonishing. The ornate domes and minarets are so completely at odds with this desolate mountain region that at first they seem like a mirage. Miniature walled cities that appear unexpectedly on the edge of inaccessible cliffs or stretch along deserted roads, and display an otherworldly grandeur out of context with their isolated surroundings. As one approaches, the scale contracts. The opulent structures are surprisingly smaller than they seemed from afar. Graceful crescent moons float above cupolas and peaked towers, balanced on fragile metal rods. Scattered among the imposing mausoleums, delicate metal frames evoke the form and structure of nomadic yurts, peopled only by small metal portraits of the deceased. Everything within the walls is overgrown with weeds, for it is not Kyrgyz tradition for the living to frequent the graves of the dead. Unlike other Islamic cultures, which strictly observe religious laws forbidding high tombs and marking on the graves, these dramatically sited cemeteries reveal the complex nature of the Kyrgyz people's religious and cultural identity. Animism, Buddhism, Sufism, and Islam all made their way to the nomadic populations living in yurts along the Silk Road. Tomb ornament might include the tunduk, the opening on the roof of the yurt, which lets sunlight in and permits smoke from the fire to escape. Along the north shore of Lake Isikul lived a tribe known as the Deer People. Deer antlers eerily protrude from the tombs of their descendants. In regions bordering Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, one finds tombs crowned with animal skulls and massive curved horns of wild mountain sheep, combined with Islamic architectural forms. Or other references to animism, such as a yak-tail swaying from a hand-hewed wood pole. During the 7 decades of Soviet-led secularization and de-Islamization of Central Asia, most of the country's mosques were destroyed or turned into public buildings, but the government did not interfere with the life cycle ceremonies of the people. The Kyrgyz mausoleums survived unscathed, exposed only to the elements. But it is not Kyrgyz custom to preserve old or damaged grave monuments, and with the passage of time, these carefully constructed tombs slowly returned to the earth.